Alright, alright. Alright. Alright, alright. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to today's TDO stream. You may have noticed that we're a few hours early. Can't be helped. I'm having sleeping difficulties again this week, so we are just gonna get some experience. Just gonna get a little bit, just a little bit experience. Alright. So we want to do a couple things before we actually get started in the questing land here. Do we want to get into the voice chat? The odds that somebody's going to be in there is super low, right? Yeah, super low. Odds are we have people hanging out with us at all today. Seems pretty unlikely. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we'll just apply the stow to change at out in the marketplace. I'm not going to jump through 100 million things today. Quinn is giving us some barks. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, so anyway, we're gonna stream for a little bit this morning. I couldn't sleep. I was up most of the night. Got a little bit of rest in here, a little bit of rest there, but just not very much. So it is what it is. So if I get really quiet and start to zone out on you, let me know. Be like, hey, Samus, clearly you're sleepy. Go to bed. I'll be like, oh, thanks. Thank you very much. And I would strongly consider it. Alright, we're looking for, I believe, ingredients. Looking for large augment of... No. There's zero chance I don't have one, right? There it is, power. I'm like, it seems really unlikely that I've used up the last, 100 that I bought. Alright, so I've talked about this before.
It's a very intense moment. The chance to try something
Smurfy.
Nobody's ever tried before.
19 months at Tier 1. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So we talked about this before, that the ship bonus does in fact give some sort of guild bonus experience in here. I don't know which one of these stupid things it is. One of these stupid bonuses. However, this gives 80 guild spell points. So if you look, we're going to go from 612 to 667. So we're getting, I don't know, whatever that difference is from 80. So if we took that number, subtract, find what we actually got, it would tell us. So we actually got, what, something like 5 and 2? So do we have 25 spell points coming in somewhere, I guess? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. But we're still getting a reasonable amount of experience, or bonus in there. Worth running around here at the super low levels. At level, 20, is it worth the time? Probably not, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to line up we won't line him up, actually. Just let him tick through. We have a couple more level 2 quests to do here really quickly, so we're just going to burn through them really fast. Nope, not this button. Yep, this button. Perfect. So anyway, greetings and salutations. Is this the secret? Is this the secret? Is it stream first thing in the morning? I can do that. Is my schedule just all messed up and wrong? I don't know, we'll see. Should I get up at butthole in the morning and just start streaming? Like it feels like we're streaming today? Alright, so we're on an alchemist. I have not played a caster alchemist yet. Not Not one designed to do, like, big damage, I guess I should clarify here. I've done a Undead Alchemist, which I actually really enjoyed. I would not be opposed to knocking out another one sometime soon. But, or taking a crack at it a few levels higher. Maybe is the better way of putting it. But, so far, attack it. There we go. Oh, we found a Plague Reaper, huh? That's fun. You can help with the Plague Reaper. There we go. Do I care about those guys? I don't think I do. Hey, come back here now. Alright. So this is how I like to do this quest, I guess, is letting the hirelings pull the levers about here. Just, I don't know. It's my preference. You enjoy the Caster Alchemist, but it can definitely be hard on the spell points early on. Also, no CC for Reapers can be annoying. Yeah, so far it hasn't really been a problem, but I can understand how that might become difficult later. I feel like it's got a metric ton of CC in general, but you're right, none of it hits Reapers. Well, that's not true, right? Doesn't one of the salt things hit Reapers? The big killing for, or the big way to get rid of Reapers, I think, is to just kill them. So, yeah, that's it. The freeze it, skin it, something like that. So I think there's one of them that works on it kind of early on, but I'm not 100%. Like I said, obviously I'm still kind of getting the hang of the class as I'm level 4. Oogada boogada. It's either the freeze one or the one that turns them to gold. Yeah, the one that turns them to gold is much, much later, right? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really fiddled with it too much. I think I got to like 14 or 15. Oops. I was borderline too close there. On the hardcore server, 15 or 16 last season. But again, most of that was, not most of it, I suppose, but we had enough wizard levels in there to be undead. I really liked how that played. I don't think it'd be good for soloing over here on live, but it was good for playing in groups on Reaper, that is for sure. Until it wasn't. I thought I saw a Reaper down there. Let's just ignore that guy. Oh, no. Alright. Attack. Go ahead. Get some. Yeah, it's a level 6 spell, so that would be double it -1 for an alchemist, so it'd be a level 11. But it's high up there. I think single is 4, mass is 5. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I said whoops. All I know is I think the one that puts them in salt, which is basically just a stun, works on Reapers. But I don't know for sure. What is this cluster? It's just that. It is a cluster. And I guess we might as well knock this one out. Again, we're just kind of like tearing through whatever we can tear through here. Unfortunately, I think we'll have to move to level 3 quests before we are ready level-wise, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. Okay, drink your poison. It won't prevent all of the damage, but it'll help. I'm not sure why it doesn't prevent all of the damage. We got to pick up one or two of these guys somewhere along the way, so I think we'll just get this guy. Check our number. We're at 4. We got to be careful because the infight can be complicated, especially with like Frenzy running around. Yeah, I haven't been using it yet, salt crystals, but I know I did use it on the when I was doing that hardcore and it worked on Reapers. So how we doing? 7, so we need 3 more before the 2 more at least before the final boss. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a pain, but it'll be all right. We'll make it work. You guys jealous of my MeUndies robe? Should be. It's so soft. It is like the most soft thing I own. Right, not that guy. Those guys. Get sticky. Right, that's not quite enough still. Alright, and now focus on this guy. Yeah, we want the minimum number of kills in the off chance that we get lucky and we spawn, we get a devious bonus. We didn't because we killed an extra guy at least. Oh, another 1,000 Omni Dust. Nice. Alright, is that it? Is that it, like, for the low-level heroics? All the level 2s? All the level 2s. I think so. Yeah, the rest of those things are all... Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Didn't even get a Reaper, or not a Reaper point. Well, didn't get a Reaper one either. Didn't even get a thingy. We got a letter though, so I guess we better go take care of it. This will probably be a backpack slot. Should be anyway. Noticed a lot of new players on Sirlona, or at least low-level ungilded people on Sirlona. So typically at this point is where I begin doing the new Cerulean Hills quest for the gatekeepers. I don't honestly know if that's right, but it's just what I've been doing. Alright, well thanks for the sub and stuff, Smurf. I appreciate it. Feel like you'll be able to get them up and get them moving in time. I believe in you. Worst case scenario, water balloon. Never actually known anybody be able to sleep through a water balloon. So many ghosts in here too. Alright. Is it back there to Cerulean Hills? Yeah. Did it again though. Did it again. Rode right past the previous Cerulean Hill quest that I wanted to pick up. It's like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Thanks, Smurfs. Appreciate you as always, my friend. Duckburg, it's all a mystery. Or rewrite history. DuckTales. Woo! I'm hoping that if I sing over it enough that the auto detect won't throw a big hissy fit. probably still will, but I hope it won't. Out to find you. DuckTales. Woohoo! DuckTales may be the best of that generation of Warner Brothers Disney cartoons. I'm not 100% sure, but the theme song is probably very close. Darkwing Duck might be up there. Oh, Tailspin for sure is on that list. Tailspin might be the best one, actually. But Rescue Rangers, God, there was just so much good theme music in that particular like swath of shows. Now I've got those theme songs in my head. You never catch like the young kids whistling new cartoons or singing new cartoon shows, really, theme songs. But back then you used to get all sorts of them. Should do like another stream craze where we just do nothing but play cartoon theme songs again. Might be something we do special for YouTube, so we can post it like a reaction video to theme songs. I don't know. You just get in so much trouble when you stream these things. Look at this mother trucker right here, causing all sorts of problems. I find it really strange at how the water or the bottles, sometimes it's no big deal, it goes exactly where you want it to go, and then sometimes it's like way too high or way too low. Like, why can't the pathing on it be consistent? If it was consistent, I could learn. Doesn't have to be consistently the way I want it to be. It just needs to be consistent so I can mentally map out that arch. Or the vials should all be heat seeking. If you have like a heavy duty I'm trying to think what to say. If you have like a big potion, you hard target, that's what I'm looking for, the hard target lock. Should be able to perch. This guy surely doesn't take that, right? I didn't think so. We're trying to burn a few Christmas cookies also, by the way. I actually have a whole lot of them on a character that's all he does. And trying to decide actually if I want to retire that NPC, essentially an NPC, that storage alt, with the influx of new characters coming over from the hardcore server. Oh bollocks, he dropped his sack way out here. Oh man, still in my head. Do I still have all the cartoon theme songs like in one big playlist somewhere? It's not a good idea. It will get me nasty grams for sure. Yeah, it's probably a bad plan. I haven't got a nasty gram yet though. I just checked my email. See if I had nasty gram yet. Tempting. Splashdown. I don't know why. Once again, so this is how my chain of thought is working this morning. And feel free to tell me that this is dumb. Oh no, I sold all the potions of the elixirs of healing. Well. I did not mean to do that. I'll have to either buy them back or something. But anyhow, thinking about theme songs has taken me to the general idea that B-Love has mentioned that he may or may not be inspired at some point and help us come up with like a small theme song for certain things. We're gonna get overrun here. There's just too many trash mobs. Nah. We have to. We can stand out here. You make sure we're close enough that if we need to die and go back to the shrine, we can do that. But I'd really rather not get murdered here if we can help it. Even if that means poor healing for us. I think did we actually lose hit points on that exchange? Casting the healing spell on ourselves? I feel like that was true. Okay. Let's eat this tasty ham. We'll throw a little bit of healing on our top of ourselves here. I don't think we need a lot. Just enough to make sure that we can kind of get going again. Let the wife went to lay back down for a little bit. I hear somebody come downstairs a little bit ago. Alright, so it was a champion, not a reaper, so that's good. Rather have to deal with a unruly champ than a dangerous reaper. So one of the things that I can already tell you about the alchemist compared to the cleric build, why healing on the cleric was easier, the fact that there is an AoE damage option at level 1 with these Vile Smash is already making a massive difference in the amount of fun that I'm having. Even if I'm hitting the Vile Smash button a lot by mistake, it's still better than flinging 7,000 single target SLAs all the time, which was a major issue that I had with the previous life. Harley Freebird, what's up, mother trucker? Welcome to the stream. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. We got things to do. Wake up. Probably made it to the server with characters, but still haven't made it to epic levels yet. Well, that's okay. Never been a... Shouldn't say never. I have not been a big epic guy for quite a while. That'll be changing probably relatively soon, but for now, still pretty true. So if you're in my level range as I power through some levels, you're welcome to tag along. Happy to have you. Let's get our barbarian back on his feet. Yeah, I've been doing some epics on the hardcore and just kind of like squeezing out that positioning over there. It's pretty cool. Oh man, the Wayfinder got... Oof, that is rough. But right now they turned on all those bonuses. Anything that you lost, it should be pretty easy to re-earn back. Should be anyway. I don't think there's anything there that's not re-earnable. Yeah, I feel ya. I really do. That Wayfinder hit was pretty rough. I think I'm gonna pull out Ellery here too, just to keep an eye on keep an eye on each other, basically. We go this way. I'm trying to remember the shortest way through this quest, and I feel like this is it. I could easily be incorrect. Some of these I have really down. This one is not one of them. There we go. That's not bad. Yeah, there's a lot of effort to kind of make back. Like you can have 2 good weeks on live and then have like massive bonuses and not be able to make it up on, you know, like if it was lost. I can only imagine. Not really my heart, but my feeler place goes out to people on Wayfinder. That was a rough rollback. The best of a whole bunch of bad options, probably. I don't know. I was very adamant about the day that the news came out about how bad could there have been a corruption at the data center. Had to be super bad for that to be the best option. Because I've done server migrations in the past. In my previous life, I used to be well, basically my title was web guy. I was a web programmer for a small company here in, by small, it's like 4,000 people, or was 4,000 people, and they got bought recently, so I'm not sure where they're at now. But for an international multi-billion-dollar company, and mostly because we just sold really expensive things, but we had server migrations before and database upgrades and stuff like that. I just don't understand how a company like Turbine doesn't, or sorry, SSG doesn't have backups, at least a similar nature. I'd figure it would be even more important to them than it would be for us. And we did off-site backups every day. We did hourly backups. We, like, the whole 10 yards. That's an adventure pack. We'll get it. I don't think we need the shrine, but I'll take the adventure pack. First sizzle. So again, in my mind, it's a matter of like what things could possibly be so broken. I hope they fix the character transfer feature. I was going to transfer my level 11 to Serlona. I don't know. Right now, my plan would basically consist of taking any hardcore characters and bringing them to the servers that you want to play on. I'd be focusing really hard on the hardcore server right now if it was me. Well, not right now because it's closed, but in general. I feel like the drop rate on the hardcore server is better for lots of gears. I feel like your pug options are stronger. Why are you not attacking? You have one hardcore character at level 4. That's good. That is a big boon. Even if you don't play there all the time, if all you do is go over there, roll your daily dice, do a little bit of questing, maybe unlock some of that first server favor, some of that easy stuff in there. I don't understand what's up with this guy's butt right now. Like to reach level 8? That's totally doable. I would imagine that, I mean, you could really probably normal your way to 20 even. I think is not an unreasonable expectations. Like, there's enough quests out there that anything that you don't feel comfortable doing on hard, even, you could do on normal and probably still get to level 20. I know one guy basically harded and explore zoned his way to 20, and it took him less than a week. Rogue Ranger Wizard. That is a build, my friend. It's got some of my favorite things in it. Mostly wizard. But I like rogues a lot. And I've had some luck with Ranger Wizard. Depends on what your goal is. If your goal is to like 2-weapon fight, Eldritch Knight, and still be able to trap, then you're probably well in the way to go. Yeah, I like a good melee wizard. Part of me was hoping that the monk wizard was going to do really well on the voting this last life. But we also had a wizard arcane archer up in the voting block, which also sounded like a lot of fun to me. But it also didn't win. So... Let's see, give me this sickle. Then we're gonna go through, I think it's this door. Always have to look, yeah, it's this door. Spin it. Rogue Mechanic, Ranger for Tempest, and Arcane Archer with Wizard Eldritch Knight and Pale Walker. Yeah, it sounds like a really diverse build. Lots of low-hanging fruit, a lot of opportunity for things to improve in the future. But you'll know me, I'm not a pug hater, or not pug hater, mutt hater. I didn't love Last Life, but there was a lot of things to really like about it. There are also a lot of things that I did not love. Again, it was all on my hang up on, I don't know, trying to use the Rune Arm, I think, to its fullest potential. That kind of made Last Life tough. Tougher than it should have been. Walking through Ravenloft like was child's play. I mean, that's good. Said I love me a good mutt. I had a... This was a long time ago. I still have the character, but now that character is my AC tank, who's also dead. But I had a 2 Ranger 14 Wizard, I think is where the cap was at. And it was a dual wielding pick build. So like all my DCs were, all my spells were crit focused, or hold monster type focus. Poor Ellery took it the shorts against that champ, didn't she? Bro. Can't heal through stupid, my guy. Can't heal through stupid. Alright, let's see if we can get lucky on this Stone Guard. You didn't have to say yes, DDO, but did you have to say no so hard? Hitting like a freight truck here. Whoa! Yeah, hit like a real freight truck there. Alright, I think we're close enough we can get to the Reser. Kinda sucks that we died. But, happens. Yeah, our Hirelings should be able to reach the Reser too, right? Yeah. Ellery, I put you in attack mode so you would heal, not so you would run off and attack things. You've never played a tank. Yeah, I've always found tanks to be difficult unless you have a team with you. The exception is the Feybuckler build. I've talked about it a little bit. I'm going to be doing a bigger walkthrough on it soon. But over at my website, samusgrobo.com here, I've done a build layout on it right here, and I have a video over on YouTube. Under the builds, or under the guide system, down here, the Feybuckler. I always go into like real deep details on these things. This one was recorded, I believe, in the middle of a stream, so I've recorded a new one, but I haven't uploaded it yet. But I will be doing that soon. Yeah, the nice thing about that Fey Buckler was it's kind of a one-person team. So, like, I didn't have any trouble essentially soloing it to 20. It leveled just fine for me. Alright. Let's see. I gotta click the shiny memory. Here we go. And then while the shiny memory is going off, we can grab this rubble. It's disappointing, but it's fine. I really do not remember this being quite so challenging. I know the scarecrows aren't going to take that negative energy damage, but hopefully Rosemary here will take it. Right now she's just barely out of range of the smashing the bottle. There we go. The other thing to keep in mind is we do have to re-raise the hirelings here. Mostly because if we don't, then we... Ellery's fine, she'd come back, but the other person would not. So we'll run back here and get their res on. Okay, now we can recall. Is there a way that you know of that guild members can run together even if they aren't within 3 levels of each other? Well, you can run with each other regardless. I think most of the quests now are theoretically 4 apart. But I could be wrong. But there's not a way really to kind of adjust that stuff. Challenges gives you a little bit more leeway, I think. But it also kind of has negative impacts if you're over level. It is actually one of the reasons that Tobrel ended up taking a break from DDO, was specifically because of that problem. He a lot of us could not play together for as often as we would like, especially when we both kind of like got on that TR train at different points. You know, like I could get on the TR train and TR all the time. I enjoy TRing. I find it to be lots of fun switching my build around and experimenting with different builds and classes and combinations, picking up whatever skills I can from doing a little bit of everything. And I don't mind, like, I don't need my big fancy raid toys and stuff, but Tobrel really likes raiding. Like, that's his favorite aspect of the MMO world, is raiding. So raiding at level, on the TR train is not real big unless you run a bunch of alts. So, Tobrel's warmed up to more alts than I have, I think, but still not very many. Plus now thanks to some auto boxes and having some time on his hands thanks to Corona, he's actually polished through his TRs faster than I have, actually. He caught up and surpassed me. Now he's actually done TRing, which is a pretty impressive thing. He's got his triple everything done, so he doesn't have to do anything until Shifter comes out. I think that lever's down this way. Let's throw a vial at Ellery here. Be on the safe side. I don't think I care about that. A little extreme challenge optional for what? Nothing. Alright. I'm going to put both of those guys back here for now. I just suspect they're going to get exploded. It is likely that at some point I'm going to want to stick Ellery somewhere, like way up here in this corner, so I can get the occasional heal. But for now, I think we'll just kind of play this game here, get Ellery to throw me a heal, and then back down. Nope, nope. Get back up here where you were told to stand. Throw us some kisses. And she ran around again, not where she's supposed to be. Come over here, maybe she'll stand back here for a minute. But whenever you ask your hireling to interact, it's typically when they'll decide that they can do whatever they want for a second, so you gotta be really careful on stuff like that. Alright, can I get another heal? Alright, so now she's standing over there, so we need to be careful on the like splash damages here. Alright, there's the quest complete. I think we could probably get away with bringing Duder in here now. Again, hirelings are great at doing what hirelings are going to do. And if you can micromanage them correctly, then you'll be in great shape. What is this? A trinket with charisma and heroism? Wow, that is sweet. And a blue slot? Might be better than this when it comes to, putting our feather... No, because feather falling is yellow. That's sad. That's a sweet trinket, though. I'm pretty pleased with that. Alright, so while I'm thinking about it, if you happen to be a Magic the Gathering Arena player and you have not gotten a code for last Friday yet, and you would like to have a code for last Friday, just send me a whisper or a PM or whatever you want to call it for letting me know that you would be interested in one, and I'll send you one. I have a small pile of them left. Probably a dozen or so. I think we... I don't actually know if we have to talk to that guy or not. Smash. This one I think is the toughest of these quest chains. There's just a lot of hard to deal with trash in this quest. I don't think the infight is particularly challenging. I really do think it is pretty much just waves and waves and waves of trash. I know there's a lot of potential to run past things in this quest as well, but that has not really been that fortunate or likely for me so far. Yeah, you know, I've done that quest once or twice because it feels really long. It is possible that is awkward, but I was shown a way to do it, and I should probably learn it a little better so I can do a proper road most taken video instead of the road least taken videos on them. But there's if you talk to, I feel like only the green one, then you basically have to do one fight and you're done. Like, there's a little bit of standing around doing nothing while you wait, but it feels like there's very much an opportunity to streamline the play in that quest. But again, I don't know it as well as I would like to. So much so that I don't even bother doing it. I need to probably learn it a little better. Right, so this is the opportunity that we can try to like CC / leap through, but I really don't see us being able to make it. Oh, there we go. Since it's just me and the hirelings, I can pull things to me. How about you not run down there and get yourself murdered there, big boy? He's like, nope, attack mode. See, he's still on his way to those damn scorpions. He loves them. Can't stand them. How much he loves them. Alright, so again, this is our opportunity to kind of ninja through the quest a little bit. We'll still have to clear on the other side of this door. We'll see if this Plague Reaper follows us or not. I'm ready. Send me inside. Yeah, it did. Kind of had the feeling it would. That was the wrong. Stay 90 degrees to Reapers if you can help it. Alright, Ellery. Kiss our boo-boos. The other thing is, I believe you can run past this trash here. The Dungeon Lord is getting a little high for what I'm comfortable doing, though. We're going to try to pull things back here to a little bit of a choke point with Ellery taking care of us, and we'll see if we can't knock down this alert slightly. Oh yeah, it's much better. Why do you stay 90 degrees to the Reapers? The Reapers can only attack in the arc in front of them. So they'll try very hard to get you, but they'll start to set up the attack because they believe that they're close enough. If you're behind them, they will turn. But if you're as close to 90 degrees as possible, they'll just try to start the attack animation. And then, but because they can only attack in the arc in front of them, like 30 degrees or something. So if you're standing at 90 degrees, you'll miss the attack. Again, that's if you're, melee or somebody who's in melee range. I suppose it's probably a fair addition to add in there, which so many ravens here. Turn one of them to stone. Oh yeah, look at that. That guy was so stoned that he pooped out a giant turd, didn't go anywhere, and then became a statue. It was epic. Alright, if I remember right, there's a shrine right in, yeah, there it is. You on the shrine. We'll have Ellery start healing us up here. Doesn't take a whole lot to get us topped off, but I want to make sure that we are when we're done shrining. Same thing with Dorkula here. Ellery's got enough mana, she's fine. Being a Dorkula here, we're going to get him as far back as we can. Put Ellery here, then we'll get turned around. Ellery should hopefully cast healing magics on us. Hopefully. Looks like she doesn't want to, though. There we go. Now she's spamming some stuff. Get these ravens on us too. Alright, so I'm not sure why this guy's stuck in place, but I'll take it. It certainly wasn't that. I thought at first it was the Mimic Cloak. Which, by the way, if you guys do not have level 4 Mimic Cloaks in your TRers, if you're people who are on the TR train, or lots of alts train or whatever. The next time the Mimic Hunt is up, go Mimic Hunting. Should be soon, I would imagine. Probably in the next couple of... I'm surprised it's not running now, to be honest. Alright, we got one more Cerulean Hill quest. That probably won't level us, but it'll get us close. So I have to pick a couple of other 3s. Like, we're gonna end up doing more 3s anyway, but... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of feather falling cloaks in general, or permanent feather falling items. You'll notice that I have a trinket I could switch into as low as level 3. I just don't like having them on all the time. This cloak though, the Cloak of the Mimic, is just absolutely the best cloak in the game. You can put a green. It comes with a green slot, so you can Voice of the Master on it if you like that. You can Sticky Goo Guard. Comes with it. Death block, fortification 55%, and DR 5/lawful, which is a beating. That is a real beating. And these, speaking of beating, should be someplace else. I'm gonna pull this stuff over here towards this this area. Right. You have a Voice of the Master and a level 14 cloak. Yeah, that's... I said, my strategy is, and you guys can obviously take this with a grain of salt or not, but pick a slot that you just will devote to swappability and flexibility. Doesn't really matter which slot it is. It could be cloaks, it could be trinkets, it could be hats. Hats are probably the best one right now. Because, well, maybe not actually. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. I was going to say hats because none of the Ravenloft sets have hats, but some of the Sharn sets do have hats, so maybe not hat. So yeah, I don't know what to recommend. I use trinkets. I've used trinkets for a really long time as like my hot swap. Catch-all. Part of the reason for me is that there's so many trinkets out there that you can pick up for relatively low cost, and they add so much oomph to your play. So like, for example, the one I'm using right now, the Greater Stalwart trinket, comes from Crystal Cove, Kenwood Cove. I always want to say Crystal Cove because Kenwood Cove, because we have... Kenwood Cove is the name of our water park here in town. Not Crystal Cove. Anyway, so Crystal Cove trinket, there's 3 of them. I have one of each at level 4. Sometimes I have more. But you have this greater and I don't know, some other variations to them. Just get the greater one. And you get Earthen Guard, Pirate Vitality, and Exceptional Fort. So with like a little bit of work, you can actually get a whole lot of value down. It's a trinket I literally wear probably 70% of the time, but it's easy to take off when you need to switch it. It is my favorite trinket in the game right now, probably. Try to use a little of everything to make a well-rounded character. And that's a good concept. But the reason I suggest finding a swap slot is because you're going to find things that you're going to start wanting to have access to. And because trinkets, in particular, in my opinion, have the ability to kind of give you a little bit of everything, it's very easy to... Where are you, Ellery? There you are. Hey, girl. Can I get some hit points? It's very easy to have like this army of trinkets that you can use. So like if you wanted to build a bunch of spell power trinkets, you could do that. If you wanted to put alacrity, you can do that. If you needed a stat, you could do it on a trinket. Once you get to Dream in Dark, you can get ion stones that give you a whole bunch of super low level stats and other goodies. So like there's just like this massive pile of flexibility in a trinket slot. And for me that allows me to like, okay, I want to, you know, on this build, this is getting a little thick here. On this build I really could use more hit points. Well then I can put on, or effective hit points, I can put on this trinket. If I need a greater false life item, you can grab the trinket from the bacon, the bag of jerky trinket. If you need to have some regeneration, same clicky. Spell absorption, etc., etc. A lot of solo, and I prefer not to use a helper / hireling unless the quest is over me or higher or equal level. So I'm a person that feels like hirelings are a way to turn your gold into, or your plat or whatever you want to call it, your in-game currency that doesn't have a lot of value, and add value to it, right? So, for example, I always recommend Ellery. I'm a big Ellery fan. Any of the Gold Seal hirelings have potential, but Ellery, in my opinion, is the best one. You can pick her up at the DDO.com in their marketplace for $10. She's actually in like a $15 bundle, not counting her for value. When the quest is over, we'll bring it up. But I use her all the time. I use her as sometimes as what she's doing right now is my healer. Sometimes I use her as my level opener. I've used her as my oops, I overextended and died, please carry me to a shrine. I've used her as mana potions, essentially. Ellery is a tier 1 helper, all on her own. Then you can turn around and burn a little bit of plat on a wide flexibility of things. Say you're a melee, right? You're a melee person and you don't have access to haste. Haste pots are expensive, but you can get a hireling with haste for a heck of a lot less, and you'll get a whole lot of uses out of the deal, right? Same thing for like GH, D-Door, Heroism. If you need to augment with like some firewalls, etc. Oh, big jump. I haven't made a gift to the masters yet, so voice is the default choice. Yeah, that's fair. You need a couple of epic raids to be able to make your voice into the gift of the master. But as soon as you hit 20, you'll be good to go. Get into like some chronoscope, get into some Vault of Knights, maybe a Demon Queen or two, and you're good to go. It doesn't take very long to be able to get your 3 raid tokens. And in fact, a lot of times, you just let people know that you need them, and they'll just pass them to you, in my experience. I don't like how that guy ran away. get to work. But yeah, using your hirelings, it's a skill that I really don't think that many people in the DDO game have, and they're certainly not well appreciated. They have a lot of problems and a lot of issues for sure, but if you don't try to make them be a player character, you don't force them to kind of act at that level or expect them to be at that level, they can do a lot of stuff. And often, because they do exactly what you want them to do, well, let me rephrase. They try to the best of their limited ability to do what you tell them to do. So in some regards, in my opinion, they're even better than player characters for certain situations. You know, like I showed off the ability to use them as like a wall for a portable wall in Stealthy Repossession last night, for example. Alright, so while we're recalling out here, let me pull up the DDO marketplace here and kind of show you what I'm talking about. Always like when people kind of get me moving into the hireling discussion to go ahead and talk about this right here. Store.standingstonegames.com. If you go down here to the starter pack, this is where Ellery lives. It's $9.99. And what you're going to get is the Catacombs Adventure Pack, which previously was a $5 value. Now it's not, but it will be again in a pseudo real life thing. 250 DDO points, which again I put it around a $2.50 value, which together that would be $7. 5 excellent elixirs of experience. 5 excellent elixirs of experience, I believe, are somewhere in like the $7 or $8 range. Oh no, sorry, $13 range. So let's call this 14, 15, 16 and a half bucks right now for $9.99. You also get this Fiendish Scorpion pet. Sure, if you want it, awesome. But this right here, the Permanent Cleric Hireling, I do not have a value. So she is priceless. So for $9.99, you're getting right here with these things alone, you're picking up a $15 value. And then you also get Ellery. The other thing to keep in mind about this is you will get this, I believe, on every server. Yeah, right here. In-game's item will be delivered to the first character to log in on a given DDO game world. So, I actually get Ellery and these potion. I get all this stuff. I don't know if I get these DDO points, but I get this for sure on the hardcore server every time. So, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. You can also take a look at some of this other stuff in here too. They have these other packs. So here you go. If you buy the half orc pack, because you don't have the half orc race, you get this trinket here that gives you +1 strength, dex, and con at level 0, I believe, and you also get your 500 DDO points. I said a lot of these packs they're actually not bad. The Druid pack gives you, here we go, the +1 Tome of Lesser Learning per game world. So again, if you are on the hardcore server, this could this may or may not be something you're interested in. So yeah, take the time to look through these things over here. Sometimes you'll find something you really like. I don't know, I still think that they need to make a hardcore pass that's 3 months long here. Right now they have a 30 or 60 day and a 2 months. They just need a 90 day, but they have not done it yet. To which I say nay and boo. Nay, boo. Oh yeah, I was actually given my copy of DDO from a friend of mine whom bought it. Here it is. Bought it a long time ago. Played it for the first 8 months or so, 6 months or so. Got bored with it. And then Tobrell actually took a break. Is around the same time for a couple of months. School was heating up, and he when he graduated and took his first big boy job, he got back into it again. And when he came back into it again around, a year and a half, somewhere in that ballpark, after the original release, my friend Dustin gave me his copy of the game so I could play it. And I've been subscribing ever since. Hardcore DDO fan ever since. There's not that many of us that have copies of the game anymore. That's for sure. Alright, what do we want to do? Let's take a look at level 3s here. Really, we should just move into stupid Deliras, but I don't know if that's what I want to do. I kind of want to mix it up a little bit this life if I can. There's just so much stupid experience in that quest chain. Yeah, I don't think we can. Stupid experience. Started D&D at 11, so when I finally found it online, you're hooked. Yeah, I've played Pen and Paper Dungeons and Dragons since junior high. What is that? 7th grade, 8th grade, so in that ballpark. Here in the States. A couple of older kids from I used to play in the orchestra, right? And one of the things that we would do is the orchestra kids in Salina, Kansas were not particularly high in number. So one of the things that we would do is we would have stick them in here somehow. So anyway, we'd have like a big orchestra concert. Band used to do it too, actually, but not to the same degree. But I met a couple of the older high school or orchestra players, band players, and we kind of became friends or friendly, and they invited me to join them for their D&D game. Not only did they like, I was in a dark place during that time, so they literally, middle school, they literally gave me a lifeline. Just part of the reason I will always love Tracy and Andrew, whom I haven't gotten to speak to in like literal years, but I think about them all the time. And I'll tell the story about how they brought me into the fold, gave me a game that basically changed my entire life. Gave me a focus and a purpose. I tease my wife that DDO is my first love. And it's true, that's just how it is. Like it literally, I was in a super dark place. So having those guys throw me Dungeons and Dragons made all the difference in the world. Do we want to put some points in here? This tree just doesn't seem very good until you get to way up here to level 12. It just feels like it seems bad. To be honest, all these trees do not seem great until you're way up in the trees. This is probably good, but I don't have an orb right now. This is probably fine, but I really don't need it. These are always great, but I don't need it. We could do this. It's probably worth having. I just feel like 25% chance to get 30 temporary hit points is not good enough. This does not seem great. The wave of poison's fine. Like it does work. It also makes monsters that are immune to poison susceptible to poison. I'm not sure where to put these points. I suppose we could upgrade Maximize, and then we can try turning having a Vile Smash that's maximized. Just kind of see how our mana can take that. I suspect it's not going to take it very well at all. Suspect it's going to throw a big old fit. I think we can probably just get away with sprinting around this quest like a crazy person. We do have to make sure to kill 10 things, though. Should be pretty easy to do. Oh man, is the desire to sleep actually starting to kick in? Part of me says yes and part of me says no. Like, I've wanted to sleep all night, but did I feel like I could sleep? Not at all. There it is. I thought I saw a fragment fall. Excuse me. I will tell you, you guys are certainly helping me with the inability to sleep. I do appreciate it. No, I'm a Solona guy. Wrong. Solona hype. There we go. close from me. We need 2 more kills. Okay. I was too close. Alright, that should be everything we need, right? Yeah, perfect. That'd be it. Like I said, a lot of people jump in with me occasionally, and then because it's really difficult to join somebody like myself on a regular basis, especially on, like, if you roll up a new character or whatever and you just want to play that character. Because I play, you know, on stream as my job, you know, because we are supported by patrons like yourself, or potential patrons like yourself, you know, over at patreon.com/Samus. But people will end up joining for like a day. They'll get a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of experience. They'll get the free ride, and then they'll log back on, you know, a couple days later, and I'll be like 4 levels ahead, 5 levels ahead. And it's not that, you know, I want to necessarily blow past everybody. It's just a side effect of what happens. Here's that soul crystals. I think don't know how much we need it, but we'll carry it around. Again, I don't think we care about any of those things. We need a second and a bar to add another spell to our queue. Kind of want another blasty spell. What? We didn't actually get any more spells to memorize? Ugh, lame. Okay. Oh, really, like I was saying, excuse me. Appreciate you guys helping me take my mind off of my head right now. Appreciate it. Did you talk to this dork yet? I think so. You're 28, but rolled you back to 24. I think you guys should be able to get back up there pretty quickly. Do some sagas, even if it's sagas you've already done. Knock out a couple of sagas, and then because aren't you guys getting like 100% guild renown bonus? Or maybe it's 50%. Yeah. I said knock out some sagas and then get going. I actually have a guildie. I think they're in the process, Tobrel and Distributed are in the process of getting a little passive aggressive with me on this is not the right group. On some stuff here. But I don't have a way to put this out here without showing everything off. But Distributed prepped 17 sagas and cashed them all in. and he got, I don't know, I'd have to do the math, but it was very nearly almost the guild level, and he was complaining about it. He's like, had we had ideal guild size bonuses, would we got 1.5 million more experience, which is a real thing. But you know what's also a real thing is having people who play on the server when the quote-unquote good people are busy playing on another server or another game. Wow, where did these things come from? Weird. Okay. You lost your ship upgrade. Yeah, you'll get those back. Those things are all logged. Everything that uses your shards or your DDO points, that stuff's all logged. If those logs got corrupted, I would really be remiss into what happened. I'm not saying that they can't be. I'm just, that's a level beyond what I would have imagined, that if they were messed up like that. We're doing kills. Alright, we got all our kills we need. Hey, werewolf boy. We should probably kill this thing. That thing is bad beats right there. Might have to kill this thing quicker. Whew. Oh, werewolf boy finished his speech. Alright, we're going to try to show off the power of the hirelings again here in a second. Rich. So again, we're just kind of using them as a... Oh, they still ninja'd their way through that one, didn't they? Summon Ellery here. Put Ellery on attack mode, she'll heal us up pretty quick. I don't know where the healing cap level things are, but there's somewhere around 3/4 that the hirelings will stop automatically healing you. I'm not 100% sure why. Right, the door is going to slap in her face. Oh no! Here's the other advantage of the hirelings here. This will disappear. Means that we know that the lever has been pulled and we can just leave. And because we can call him to us, we don't have to worry about monsters getting left behind. And then we can also park these guys right here. Oh, this one doesn't... He hasn't opened a secret door in that one. Some of these he opens secret doors, and I can never remember which ones are which. Oh no, we lost our hireling. It's alright. We'll just use Ellery for now. This thing is probably the most dangerous person in this quest, and he's like cowering in fear. Be hilarious if because he's an infernal champ, he like doesn't get killed. He just like wrecks the quest. Going 90 minutes. We want to be careful because these are shadows. They will give us the taint of shadow, which means we can just get murdered. If our strength flops, if our strength goes too low. That's the button we want. Yeah, we have 2 points of strength damage. Alright, well, Ellery's down. He's sad. But not unforeseeable at this stage. She's a little underpowered right now. I don't really have plans to take Augment Familiar or anything like that. Augment Summoning, stuff along those lines this life. But if we did, that would certainly help. Because we have knocked out our druid lives, though, we do have a little bit of an advantage when it comes to some of that stuff. Get Ellery back on her feet here. I like having the option of having somebody cast healing spells on me. Even if it's Ellery. Ellery will hit for like 45-ish, give or take, on the healing spell, which is honestly better than what I will get until quite a long time. Sprint, boosting. Don't mind dealing with a little bit of shenanigans here. How are we doing? 17, good enough. Gandalf, it's so sticky. Let's say I'm pretty sure this guy opens the door and puts us in the next quest. Oh. Ellery timed out. What? Oh! He kicked us out of the quest. Let's go pick up a level 5 hireling. I think I'll... I don't know, I'm getting pretty... I don't know if I can sleep yet, but I feel like I'm on the cusp. Maybe we should wind down soon. Try to grab another couple hours of sleep. Give it just a wee bit longer, I think. See if we can get one more quest done here. See how we feel. Again, I felt like this all night, where I'm like, and then you actually lay down in bed and it's like, rah. Ah, this is the worst one. I knew I should have aborted. This is the one I like the least. It's on my short list for least loved quests in DDO, I think. What's this costing us right now? 25. That's a lot. It's probably fine for now, but we'll have to keep a close eye on it. What's up, T buddy? Yeah, I'm actually debating on heading to bed, or trying to head to bed again pretty soon. I basically got probably an hour or so nap. And that's how tired I was after yesterday. Yesterday I was exhausted. And I still just couldn't sleep. I really dislike what is happening this last month when it comes to my sleep schedule. 2 months, I guess. I tried. I ended the stream early. Went into wind down mode. Went to bed early. Just laid in bed. So I got a good hour probably in somewhere. Then I had a dream that basically freaked me out, kicked my brain into high gear again, and I couldn't get calmed down enough to sleep with the headache. But yeah, the wife was driving on a country road, right? Not a big deal. Wasn't speeding or driving recklessly or anything insane. Just driving. And it's got to be some sort of Reaper, right? I guess it could just be this thing. And it was dark. It was night, and everything was fine. And then, kind of out of nowhere, 2 deer appeared in the road. And she did a great job. Drove around, dodged the deer. It was not a big deal. And I looked over at the wife. I'm like, "Wow, babe, great job. Way not to freak out or hit the deer or anything, you know. Like, great job." And just as I looked over and I was like, "Great job," there was a bear trying to get to those deer, and it almost crash coursed with the car. She like did a little swerving and shenanigans, but it was fine. I'm like, "Wow, babe, that was insanely close." And no sooner than I'm like, "Wow, babe, that's insanely close," does this even bigger bear try to eat that bear and just like messes. I'm like, I can't go more down this rabbit hole. Stupid brain. Also, today is the 11th. happy birthday to my middle sister, Rosa. And tomorrow is my other middle sister, Desiree's birthday. So happy birthday to them. I'll try to send them a Facebook message later. I always find it weird the things that disturb my sleep to the point where I can't go back to sleep. I know it's not really the dream that sets me on edge. I'm sure it has everything to do with the fact that when I wake up my head is hurting. I probably have those dreams because my head is hurting. But it's so weird, the kind of things that like jar me awake. I had a nightmare last night that your old dog got some type of disease, then passed it to your other dog, and both of them died. Yeah, that does sound pretty unpleasant. All I know for sure is I need to reach out and talk to my mother, make sure that my grandpa is fine. For whatever reason, when I woke up, that was the thoughts that popped in my head. Like the first thing that popped in my head was, So how that dream relates to my grandfather's condition is beyond me. That is where my brain went, so I'm going to listen to it. Probably because I woke up hurting, and whenever I wake up hurting, I think of my grandfather. He had bad migraine pain for years and years and years and years and years. And when they finally figured out what was going on, he had brain cancer, brain tumor. And they went in there and they cut it out. And then a couple of years later, his head was hurting and hurting and hurting and hurting and hurting again. So they went to see the doc, and it regrew. Thanks for the host, my friend. Yo Mag 2. Thank you. And that cycle repeated itself 3 times. Every time they told him that it would be impossible for it to come back, they got it all, yada yada yada. 3 times it regrew. And then this last time, his head started to hurt, and he's like, I can't go through it again, just shoot me. There's no way that I could go through it again. But it turns out this time, he didn't have he didn't have a tumor. It was scar tissue from his previous 4 surgeries. So every time I wake up with pain like that, I freak out a little bit. You're fairly certain it's your subconscious trying to let you know that your dog may not make it through next year. Well, it just means it's an excuse to have the best year ever. Best year with your dog. Took me a long time to be able to get Quinn Quinn. When Mama Dog passed, who was just a dog we got from the pound, a mutt that we acquired. It took me, I don't know, probably 3 years, 4 years to be able to get another dog after that. Ending the stream for the night and passing on viewers. Well, I appreciate it, friend. For those of you who are new to the stream, welcome. My name is Samus Garovo. Greetings and salutations. Stream primarily Dungeons & Dragons Online, but I do try to work in a little bit of variety. Usually on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, I play with my son Remington, but he worked an overnight last night, a double into an overnight last night, so he's sound asleep. So instead of playing Paper Mario, the Origami King, I'm just doing a little extra DDO. I normally start at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, but I also couldn't sleep last night, so I'm awake early this morning. Or I should say I never went to sleep last night. Yeah, your dog is 14 years old, and he's a Jack Russell. It is pretty old for that breed. I agree. Yeah, Quinn just had her 8th birthday. Which for the Chihuahua, which is her... I don't actually know. I'm assuming the Chihuahua is the father. Is not too bad, but for the... Oh, what is the other half? But I think for her other half of her line, it's a little bit on the older side. DDO can be very addicting, I agree. It really depends on what your jam is also, right? What you're playing. I've had lives that I fought to get through, and I've had lives that I soared through and loved every minute of, like in a week. Alright, Freebird, you're going to get some quests done. Well, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Do me a favor, though, if you guys get the opportunity, if you haven't already, jump over to youtube.com/SamusGarobo at some point and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. It's a great way to support the stream for free. And, yeah, it's just a great way to support the stream. Again, if that's what you like to play and you're having fun, then do it. There is no reason to play anything that you don't enjoy, unless you have some sort of other goal in mind. Already subscribed. Well, thanks, my friend. Appreciate that greatly. I know we had a pretty reasonable influx. I think mostly due to this last batch of DDO stream, or sorry, DDO cast streams that we've done. So pretty glad I made the time to do that. You just roam around hunting. And still, stuff gets done, stuff gets done. Kinda wanna like be close enough that I'm picking up the splash damage on this arcane archer here, but I don't know if we're gonna get there. I'm gonna trust Ellery here with the heal. She'll get us. Yeah, she did. Alright, have a good friend. Have a good friend, my fun. Have a good time, my friend. Appreciate. Again, as always, like I said, appreciate you spending a little bit of your day with us. Like 0 chance. Oh, I was gonna say there's like 0 chance that he's gonna fail this, but then he did. Nice. Alright, can I get a little bit more loves? Normally I like to just send the hireling in to pull the levers, because then you can just recall them back out, and it's not the most improbable that that you'll get ignored, but on this Alchemist build, I feel like it's just easier to control the aggro. All right, my friend, have a good one. Like I said, we'll probably be wrapping up here in a couple of quests at out the ads. I'm definitely getting cognitive distanced enough that probably getting close to a lay down here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to sleep, but we're certainly gonna try. But I do appreciate the support, the host. Just gonna lay down in the office. I think I'm gonna try to go to the actual bed. I would really like to get like a handful. Oh, this is gonna wreck us here. We need to get out of here. Get him to. Oh, he's already dead. Yeah, that pandemonium is gonna be rough. That is exactly the kind of nonsense we needed there. Wow. Need to remember to grab some shield scrolls. Pardon my yawny goodness here. Need to be careful on our SP usage here. So we're probably going to have to just fire off the little heal, or the little versions of the spell. At least until we know we've got most things cleared up. We're a little bit tight on mana for maximized spells. Good now. You will pay. Yeah, so much experience. This quest is long as balls, but it's a lot of experience. Doesn't open a secret door here, right? Well, I don't feel like my SP pool is low, but to be fair, I'm picking up an extra 100 here through Arcanum. I also have, I don't even know how many here through Dire, the Reaper Dire Thaumaturge. And then also I'm wearing a guild slotted of power True Scene item. So I feel like I have a reasonable amount of SP. It's just so. I do like this. This would be good. This will be fine once I finally have an orb, but right now it seems pointless to cash it in. I'm just going to take more this way for now. I kind of want to dance up this Vile Chemist a little bit. Just for this SLA, the Wave of Poison. But I just don't have like a great... Like, I don't need this to be higher, right? Like, this doesn't do any good. Like, why do I ever need this cooldown to be 12 seconds? You don't. You just don't. So getting to 10 points in this tree seems weird. You use the stone from this one. This stone is also very good. I will not disagree. I do also like this soothing poultice a lot. But, yeah, I don't know. This? I really don't care what this costs. It's a minute per level. So for 8 spell points, it lasts the whole quest basically. Yeah, that's more than long enough for me. Oh, oh yeah, I like the Vile Alchemist SLA. I like it a lot, actually. Yeah, currently I'm not as worried about that kind of stuff. I might be later in the future, but right now I'm... Oh, hello, Famine Reaper. How are you doing? Yeah, I feel like I'm going to have plenty of things that I want to cast, but it is possible that is incorrect. Like, I will probably be hitting sprint boost like it's going out of bloody style. And there's a Reaper behind us. Alright, let's pull some things back. What Reaper are you? Carnage Reaper? And between the trips and the sticky, I feel like there's so much goodness here that I would be casting. I could be wrong. Yeah, I like having the Mohawk show, but I can turn that back on. Boop. Like it's on. It's certainly on. Oh, wow. What's up, buddy? Alright, so I'm going to mention this one more time. Mostly because we had an influx of people from Yomag stream. If you play Magic the Gathering Arena and you would like to get an arena code for this last week, let me know. I have a few extra, like I don't know, probably about a dozen. Happy to send them out. I sent a bunch of them out this morning. So check your various locations if you're a person that usually gets arena codes from me. Well, he died really fast. Must have ran through a trap. That is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, I like having the theme stuff, and I like having the hat, and just, I don't know, there's certain hairstyles that I really like. Oh, this guy. This Aborian. Hitting us so hard, that's Aborian for sure. Yeah, these guys aren't gonna let us do it. Hi. Where are you going? Also, Ellery helps, right? For your SP situation. The situation. Let's go find Gizmo. There's a shrine on the way out, so. Huh. Wow, did you guys know that there's respawns in this room now? Oh, I didn't know that. It was really awkward, actually. Means we need a Valerie. If there's respawns in that room, there might be respawns in that room. Okay, okay. We're gonna get lucky and they're gonna both be on this side? No. Boo. How about you? You wanna be good enough to be on this side? Always the last place. If there's another place to look, I'd keep looking. Just was the second to last place. Man. What a rip. You're a light bearer today, huh? Oh, that's wrong. So I'm kind of glad I actually had to get these, well, I didn't have to, but I chose to get these Petrify Stones. They've actually been better than I kind of thought they were going to be. By a pretty hefty margin, actually. Yeah, I think we'll do this one and the next one, and we'll call it a morning here. Again, I don't know if I'm ready to sleep, but I'm definitely ready to lay back down and give it a shot. Which means we'll probably be not on here at 11 o'clock unless I only get a little bit of sleep. But wish me more than an hour of sleep, I suppose. Everybody, be sure. We'll knock out the part 2 of this quest, and then I shouldn't be talking too much about going to sleep just yet. People will start abandoning the post. Wish me 62 minutes of sleep. Oh. In a row? That sounds amazing. Oh, that's bad. Getting commanded is not where we parked our car. Alright, Ellery. Papa needs a big heal, needs it fast. Let's get in close range here and fire off some heals. There we go. See, Ellery doing the Lord's work for us. Alright, we hit this and we go south. There's both of our helpers, I suppose, so we might as well let them loose. I do like how there's enough undead in the game that the healing SLA is not just a good healing thing, but it's also a good SLA in general for combat. That's really nice. It's kind of like giving like a nice twofer, I suppose. Doesn't work all the time, but it's efficient enough, works enough that you still get enough value out of it that you're like, oh man, such a good power. Like the balance on it is very nice. Maybe I guess is the phrase I'm looking for here. I guess that's not even the SLA though. That's just the straight up spell, right? Yeah. I'm doing the negative for the SLA. Which will also have plenty of uses. What's up, Plague Daddy? Clear our crap here. I take that projector and put like a Marvel movie on Actually, I think the wife put a TV in there. That's how much I go to my bedroom now. It feels like I don't even know. Like I said, I think the wife put a TV in the bedroom. I also need to wash some clothes. Probably should do that before I go to bed. Don't want to be smelly for my doctor's appointment. And as much as I feel like I'm loved there, I don't think they would appreciate it if I came in my bathrobes and my MeUndies. Not like you guys. You guys enjoy the bathrobes and MeUndies for sure. But again, look, are you jealous of my MeUndies? Oh, so soft. I just healed that guy for $1 million. I've watched bits and pieces of it, the Harley Quinn cartoon, through, but I don't have a DC Universe subscription. But I've watched bits and pieces of it on YouTube, and it does seem very funny. I agree. Did I not talk with you? I thought I did. I don't have. Yeah, I don't have that either. I still feel like I have so much content on Amazon Prime I haven't even gotten through yet. There's at least half a dozen shows on there still that I haven't had time to get through. Plus, I'm in the last. No, I'm not even in the last season. I think I have a season and a half left of Cougar Town to watch, which is slaying me at how funny it is. Although Courtney Cox, from season 1, 2, and 3 to season 1 through 4, yeah, season 1 through 4, Courtney Cox was like still smoking hot, and then I don't know if she's. What happened in season 5? She definitely looks a little bit off. Still funny. Still funny as I can imagine. But the chick from Scrubs has really picked up the pace on the show, I think. Like, the Courtney Cox character is definitely my favorite for a long time, but now I think I can't even think of her name now. Ellie on the show. I looked it up the other day so I could know the name of the cast, but they've definitely, the writing from season 1 through 4 into season 5 has definitely changed. I think that was also the switch for TBS, is switching from season. I know that there was some shift in there, and I don't know the exact details. Alright. Well, like I said, I think with this, we're going to take a little break. We'll come back, we'll finish Catacombs later. If the hardcore server is up before we start the stream, we'll do some hardcore. If it's not, we'll probably just start over here and get busy. Alright, let's take a look at who's streaming DDO this morning that we can do some hosting for. Oh, Kalari's streaming. We haven't hung out with Kalari in ages. Yeah. Got hurt. Yeah, it's so jerky. I don't think in good conscience I can send it there. Just like watching it really quickly. How's John's Hell stream look like? Shows his log, which is kind of aggravating. But seems fine. Alright, yeah, we'll raid over there. Give this a shot. Alright, everybody. As always, thank you very much for hanging out with us. I do appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, again, hitting youtube.com/SamusGarobo and giving us a subscription over there, I really would appreciate it. There's over 1,000 YouTube videos up now. A lot of them are not vlogs, but a lot of them are video on demands of the live streams. But still, again, you're talking well over 1,500 videos, and on average they're like probably an hour plus long. So lots and lots of video content over there on the YouTube channel. Then also, if you'd like to support the stream financially, patreon.com/Samus is the best way to do that. As little as $1 a month means a big deal to me here. So a cup of coffee a month for you could be me getting, that next part for the bus that I need. So really do appreciate all you guys' support. And of course, you can also, subscribe up here on YouTube, especially if you have on Twitch, especially if you have an Amazon Prime sub that you can tie in. Everybody, peace, much love. We'll see you guys in a few hours. Wish me some sleep. We'll see you soon. Toodles.